The bonds of brotherhood seem to be breaking. Recent surveys reveal a surprising increase in loneliness among men. Nearly 1 in 3 men under 30 say that they feel left out and are lacking in close relationships. In this video, I will explore why male companionship is on a decline. Is it technology isolating men, or are there larger social forces at play? Hey y'all, I'm Fiat Hollins, and I'm here to help women connect deeply to themselves so that they can get the life they desire and stop letting folks play in their face, okay? If you like content like this, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. So, I got this comment from someone on my YouTube who commented on my video that I made about why women are choosing to stay single. You see, he says, men don't need women. They survive quite happily on their own.
Bullshit.
Women, however, often end up with a large collection of cats. Male loneliness, the unspoken struggle. This is published November 30th, 2023. You can see it was written by a man and reviewed by a woman. So, recent research shows that men are lonelier than ever. Only 27% of men say they have 6 close friends. This number is half what it was 30 years ago. Side note, my last 2 exes, neither one of them had friends. Not for real. And I said that I will never date anyone else who didn't have friends. And it's like, then I couldn't really articulate why that was important, but I knew it was important. It's like, my last ex, we were together almost 3 years, and I think maybe he met up with a friend once in the 3 years that we were together. I just felt like that was unhealthy. It's like I was forcing him to try to go to a bar, like go have a drink, go do something. I was trying to get him to join like men's groups. Yeah. So I didn't know anything about the statistics then, but I can see why it's important now. Okay, back to the article. So, close friends, this number is half what it was 30 years ago. Further, 15% of men say they have no close friends at all.
Doesn't make sense.
This is up an astounding 500% since 1990. So it says, why do these numbers matter? It's because that studies show that loneliness is a significant factor in developing depression. The Anxiety and Depression Association of America notes that clinical depression is something an estimated 6 million men live with each year in this country. Since depression in men often goes undiagnosed and thus untreated, we need to explore the causes of male loneliness to assess how it might impact mental health over time. This becomes even more critical when we consider that loneliness is associated with an increased risk of death in men. The cause of loneliness in men are often complex and varied, but lack of close friendships is one. It's not uncommon for older men to struggle with making friends, especially after college. Another reason is societal expectations. Societal pressure and expectations cause men to feel like they have no choice but to be strong and independent. The tough guy image resulting from masculine norms discourage some men from expressing their emotional needs or desires. This can quickly lead to emotional isolation. Another reason, not being willing or able to open up. Some research suggests that many men have a hard time discussing their feelings of loneliness. Unfortunately, being unwilling to open up may stifle deep connections with others and exacerbate loneliness. Let's pause for the cause. Plus, these societal expectations may prevent a lonely man from investing in a new friendship, or opening up to a close friend. The stigma associated with shame or embarrassment over feeling lonely may be another driver. Even men in romantic relationships might feel lonely if their partners shut down because they're tired of feeling like they come second to the time and energy a man puts in at the office. Another reason, mental health conditions. Several mental health conditions have been linked to loneliness in men. As discussed, loneliness is directly associated with the onset of depression, according to multiple studies and research. So even though this was already talked about earlier on, but depression often impacts every aspect of life. So isolation can create feelings of worthlessness and hopelessness in men. Over time, these feelings may spiral into clinical depression, sparking an exhausting cycle that's almost impossible to break free from without professional help. And we already know the stats on men not going to get help, and seeing that there's a huge increase in women decentering men because we're tired of dealing with men who are not trying to get help, who are not trying to get a deeper sense of what's going on with them, not wanting to go to therapy, not wanting to do all the things to make themselves better. So, in response to the man who was like, "Oh, let me show the screenshot again." So, to the guy who says that men don't need women, they survive quite happily on their own. He said quite happily, but whatever. Women, however, often end up with a large collection of cats. The thing is, women are single women are statistically happier than single men. So I'm willing to bet that this man is single, and I bet you he is unhappy. And having cats is not a bad thing, even though cats are not my thing. But men like to push the narrative like that's the absolute worst thing that can happen, is having a bevy of cats. But guess what? We're happier and we're healthier. Go get some therapy. Therapy for everyone.